Rock, and 12 Some Kind of Lane. 1 is Irish Saint, making a return after a long layoff for Paul Nicholls. 2 Fingal Bay, 3 doesn't go, 4 Out Sam, 5 Alison Monterg, 6 also doesn't go, 7 Goodbye Dancer, 8 Valhalla, 9 Will of the West, 10 Sea Light, 11 is Supreme Vinny, 12 does not go, 13 Anteros, 14 So Fine, 15 Very Extravagant, and 16 down at the bottom, a new runner for Dan Skelton's Corrin Wood. Let's pick up these runners down at the start, and we can have a chat about Alison Monterg. We've just heard from trainer Richard Thompson, a horse who's lightly raced and surely going to get better.
He's a potential improver. Caught the eye travelling really well for a long way in that Albert Bar. Wasn't good enough.
A horse who is quite... He didn't run up to the level that we know he can so far, so it's a slight worry.
Should touch on that horse in the blue there, Will of the West. He was, I think, perhaps a bit unlucky here last time. He was beaten in a very tight finish, but the way he went clear off the bend was eye-catching. It suggests that he's probably come back an improved horse since 12 months ago.
Horse down at the bottom, number 16, Corrin Wood. Very interesting. Looked a really smart horse for Donald McCain. He's now with Dan Skelton. What can we expect today?
Who knows? Because he really did lose the plot in his latter days. He was a real good horse for Donald McCain. Look at the handicap mark difference. He was in the 150s. He's now in the 120s. But it's just that straight question of whether they'll move to a different stable just relights the fire.
Quick word on Irish Saint, who you've ridden to win the Pendle.
Very, very smart chaser on his day. Obviously coming back from a long layoff, so obviously I guess this will be to blow the cobwebs away before heading back chasing.
Jim, Fingal Bay, quick word?
Yeah, well, the same mark as when he won the Contempt, and this horse here, Out Sam, has had earplugs on. They're going to be taken out.
Simon.
So they head towards the first flight of 13 here. And Corrin Wood, the grey, possibly rising just ahead of So Fine on the inside. Alison Monterg is handy. The bright green, red and yellow diamonds on the sleeves in third place. Then Fingal Bay and Valhalla in black and yellow. Out Sam is out wide. Very Extravagant on the inside in yellow and orange. And then Will of the West and Irish Saint. Sea Light is held up towards the outside then of Goodbye Dancer, Supreme Vinny, and Anteros is the early back marker. These are very early days here, 3 miles and a furlong and a half in this Regulatory Finance Solutions handicap hurdle. So they're on the first of 2 circuits and into the back straight. So Fine and Corrin Wood disputing it from Alison Monterg on the outside. Fingal Bay jumping up really well there, Fingal Bay. Then Valhalla wide of Very Extravagant. Corrin Wood, the grey, now with Dan Skelton, as Brian was saying, terrifically well handicapped on some of his old form. Alison Monterg second, So Fine third. There's Fingal Bay, shades of blue. Valhalla, black and yellow. And the orange sleeves, Very Extravagant on the near side of the red caps. Will of the West. Then Irish Saint out wide, Out Sam from Sea Light. Goodbye Dancer, got a bit warm before the race. Supreme Vinny and Anteros still towards the rear of the field. So Corrin Wood and Bridget Andrews bounds over the necks in good style by a length or so to Alison Monterg. Aidan Coleman seeking a big double here on Alison Monterg. On the outside of So Fine, Fingal Bay, So Fine stable companion in 4th place. Then Very Extravagant for Neil Mulholland on the inside of Valhalla out wide. Will of the West racing between them. Irish Saint in the mid-division with Sea Light, Goodbye Dancer, Out Sam, then Supreme Vinny and Anteros as they clear the next flight of hurdles. So on their way up the hill, and then they'll be swinging left-handed shortly, and on the descent towards 2 flights of hurdles before the home turn. And it's Corrin Wood continues to make it from Alison Monterg on the outside of So Fine. Fingal Bay right there, back to hurdles now. Fingal Bay, very good horse over hurdles. Never quite at his best over fences. On the inside is Very Extravagant right up the inside as they head down the hill. Corrin Wood, Alison Monterg taking a good enough tug at the reins there in the hands of Aidan Coleman, quite keen. Fingal Bay and So Fine, then Valhalla, Very Extravagant on the inside on the right now under Tom Scudamore, followed by Will of the West in the blue white sleeves red cap. Valhalla's just chasing them up. Further back Irish Saint as they jump the next, and after Irish Saint, Sea Light towards the outside, and then Out Sam also wide at this stage. Goodbye Dancer, and Anteros is still amongst the back markers with Supreme Vinny. So swinging back into the home straight, having completed a lap of the course here. And Corrin Wood has made just about all so far, with Alison Monterg never far away towards the outside. Fingal Bay lands over in third. So Fine, Very Extravagant, Valhalla close up with Will o' the West, and then Irish Saint and Sea Light together. Goodbye Dancer locked away on the inside of Supreme Vinny. Out Sam, who remains held up towards the back alongside Anteros. So making their way to the back straight once again. The umbrellas are well and truly up here at Cheltenham today, and the going is getting softer by the minute, and it's Corrin Wood from Alison Monterg, a half length between them. 2 or 3 lengths to Fingal Bay. So Fine, Very Extravagant, just coming under a bit of a ride on the inside, and those yellow and orange colours there just lost a little bit of ground, trying to rally now. Corrin Wood, Alison Monterg over the first down the back straight. Fingal Bay in third, then Valhalla from Very Extravagant making ground again. So Fine, then Will o' the West and Irish Saint to the right of your picture, followed by Supreme Vinny, Sea Light. Goodbye Dancer. Out Sam has given the outside up to nothing here. Gavin Sheehan seeking better ground probably, and Anteros is last of all, but still Corrin Wood leads the way. Has this horse been revitalised? First run for Dan Skelton. He's clear and really enjoying it at the moment, bounding over that flight of hurdles from Fingal Bay and Alison Monterg, who are now 4 or 5 lengths down. Valhalla in fourth, so heading now round a left-hand turn towards the fourth last. Bridget Andrews on Corrin Wood by 4 lengths to Alison Monterg. Fingal Bay has been going nicely all the way, always a smooth traveller. Valhalla getting a bit competitive, then Will o' the West as they jump the next. After these Irish Saint, now Out Sam is getting closer wide, followed by Supreme Vinny. So they're reaching the top of the hill, and Corrin Wood is the one to catch. 10 stone less Bridget Andrews, £3 allowance, and might just be getting away from them a bit here. Fingal Bay and Alison Monterg remain second and third, then Valhalla and Irish Saint. So running down the hill and seeking extra momentum. Bridget Andrews looking round to see where the others are. Are they within challenging distance? Not at the moment. Corrin Wood, Valhalla chasing hard. Here's the third last. Corrin Wood, oh, a little bit guessy, got away with it. Fingal Bay coming under a bit of pressure now. Then Valhalla. Irish Saint is one that's staying on from the back. Alison Monterg looks beaten. Out Sam now switched to the inside. On the wide outside, Sea Light is making stealthy headway. Corrin Wood didn't get very high there. Neither did Fingal Bay in second place. Then Valhalla looking dangerous. After these, Out Sam on the inner. Anteros is one that's getting into it in red sleeves, but still Corrin Wood leads the way, turning for home. Corrin Wood by 4 lengths. Anteros is brought right across to the stands rail by Paul Townend. That could be a good tactical manoeuvre. Heading to the last, Corrin Wood now taken on by Anteros, who takes it up, and Anteros is flying along. He's got there very easily indeed from Corrin Wood, who's running out of steam. Sea Light stays on, and then Valhalla, but Anteros patiently ridden by Paul Townend. The cheek piece is fitted for the first time, and Anteros comes right away to win readily. Corrin Wood gave a bold sight in second, Sea Light third, Valhalla in fourth, Irish Saint, then Fingal Bay, Alison Monterg. Back in the field, Out Sam didn't find too much, then Will o' the West, Goodbye Dancer, and Supreme Vinny. Confidently ridden. Anteros has won this staying test, and what a test it was. Paul Town